Hey everybody, welcome back. So today was just one of those days where we had the move before 10 a.m. and didn't get in anything. So I'll be talking a little bit about the charts, what I was seeing, and essentially what I'll do next, plus how I'm using today to set up tomorrow. Let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right. So we're gonna start on the daily time frame. Beautiful. So this week, Monday, we had like this trade into this daily fair value gap. Tuesday, we took out Monday's high and then kind of traded down. And now Wednesday, we traded to that consequent encroachment of the daily wick here and took out Tuesday's low and Monday's low. And it seems like we're kind of continuing to move down. Now, we did make the majority of the move at 9 a.m. We actually kind of trended down at 9 a.m. And seeing this, we actually have our high formed on Tuesday. So we could potentially see a Tuesday kind of expansion, expand into Thursday, and then Friday kind of have like a small candle. So that's what I'm kind of looking for on the weekly profile. And that's what I mean when I say I'm going to set myself up for tomorrow. Now, even though we didn't get into trade today, if we can see the continuation of this candle or even close below this Monday low, I'd be looking for a small retracement during London and then move down in New York to potentially fill in this daily fair value gap. So even though we're not quite respecting it, especially since we traded below the consequent encroachment of it, I'd like to see it be filled this week. Again, Friday is a non-trading day, so we'll see what happens tomorrow, but tomorrow we actually got news and it could be a good trading day, especially because we have our kind of high formed on Tuesday, and I'd like to see what happens going into tomorrow. So that's kind of my thoughts here. Let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Perfect. Beautiful. So we had like somewhat of a move higher during London, small retracement down into this 1 hour fair value gap right here. And then we moved up again. We weren't able to close above this kind of swing high here, and we stopped at this order block, and then we just kind of moved down. So we took out the London session high, and then we had a change of market structure once we broke this low here, and then continued to push lower, taking out this daily low, and then of course Monday's low. Now we're kind of consolidating in this range right here, but that makes sense considering we had such a nice move down. Now I'll be looking for tomorrow to see if we can get a continuation, potentially have like somewhat of a London reversal, and then move lower during New York. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Perfect. Yeah, so again at 9:30, we just, after making the high of day, we pushed lower, traded into this order block right here, continued to push lower, taking out that low, and then continue to push lower into our trading window. And now you can see like 10 a.m. has just been back and forth movement. And even though we might have been able to catch a trade, it's just, you would have been in the trade for a really long time. And considering we already had this move down here, I'm not a big fan of getting into the market after these kind of moves, especially if we weren't able to capitalize on this move. Trying to get in, just for me, it kind of seems like FOMO in a sense, but also we could continue to push lower. Like we could continue. For me, I've taken trades after runs like this before when we're at like the kind of low, and they have failed this. So I just know personally, it's not usually for me. Let's drop down to the 5-minute. Perfect. I'll kind of show you guys what I was looking at if we were to take a trade. Again, I didn't take a trade today just because we had already made this move down here, but I'll show you more on the 1-minute time frame. Beautiful. So on the 1 minute time frame, we kind of have this swing high and this swing low down here. I actually measured this swing high to this swing low. I wanted to see the market move higher into that OTE level. We didn't, so I just moved the swing low to here. And now we can see we traded into this OTE levels right here. And this 1 minute fair value gap aligns perfectly with this OTE level. So this could have been like a decent trade if we hadn't seen the market already make a huge move down. We could have seen this trade potentially play out, but we would have still been in the trade, and again, it's just kind of chopping around. We do have these kind of relative equal lows forming right now, so could potentially see those taken out, but for me, getting into this trade, it just didn't follow my plan, so I just decided to stay out of the trade. Now, depending on how today's candle closes, it'll give us more information on being able to trade tomorrow. Plus, we have some news in the morning tomorrow at 8:30, so I'm expecting the markets to drive lower or see some sort of reversal. But even though we didn't take a trade today, it's okay, because this will just give us more information to better our trades tomorrow. And I think backtesting has really helped me discover that, hey, you're not going to find like an A+ trade setup every day, but there is usually one a week. So as long as you play the patient game and you can find these setups, they're better to take knowing that we didn't take a losing trade today or this week. So tomorrow when I see a setup, I'll be able to get into the trade and be confident about it and understand it more, and also be able to have more information to dictate which trade I'm gonna take. So it is a short video today. We are actually taking out these relative equal lows right now. Again, I mean, this would have been a nice trade to get in, but I simply just didn't want to hold the trade for very long. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna come back on the charts tomorrow, see what happens, see what we can make out of today's trading, and put it into our trading tomorrow. So even though we did not take a trade today, it's okay, because we got more information and we understand the markets a little bit clearer. So I'm gonna leave that here today. Yes, it was a short video, but honestly, I didn't take a trade and there wasn't too much to talk about today. Even though we did have a nice run, and I have been learning that taking the day to really just understand what the next day is gonna do is crucial. So we'll see what happens, but I hope you guys loved this video. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow might have like a fun little video, so stay in tune, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.